Good morning. It is Monday, early Monday morning, and I've already dropped my daughter off at school and I am going to the doctor. I'm going to vlog the whole day today because I want to show you what it actually looks like to live with some severe anxiety problems. My anxiety has been really bad recently. It is what it is. It is a side effect of my illness, but I can't just stop. Often when I am feeling this bad, I stay home on Mondays because I can get just as much work done and I can kind of set myself for the rest of the week when I have to be in because I have classes and meetings and various other bits and bobs. So I'm going to take you on my day of getting things done and doing the job. Hey guys, I am back from the doctor. I have just been kind of sitting on the couch processing what we talked about. One of my meds is changing and I have just bought a NHS prescription prepayment certificate so that now I won't have to pay for my prescriptions when I pick them up. This I think is actually going to be really good for me because it will alleviate the stress of having to pay at the time and what might happen if for some reason I don't have enough money or whatever the case may be. So I'm really happy that I have done that. I am just going to make myself a cup of coffee and then I am going to do some emails and then I'm going to start doing some proper work. It's 4:30 and I've eaten nothing but biscuits all day. So I'm going to have a sandwich or something and a cup of tea and I'm going to sit down. I'm going to do some reading. I think I've been writing. I've been working on rewriting some sections and all kinds of stuff. But I actually think I'm not working very smart at the moment. I think I was doing really good-ish work before, and now I'm just kind of plugging the same thing over and over again. So I'm going to take a break. I haven't been out of the house today, and I have been getting myself ready for the rest of the week. I want to feel like I'm on top of my research all the time, and by taking Monday as a research day every week, I try and do this, then I can look back on what I've done in the rest of the week when I'm teaching and doing teaching prep and marking and all the other things that I'm doing. I can look back and say, well, I got one full day of research in. So I'm really trying to keep Mondays sort of sacrosanct. I'm going to do some work on some job applications also later on, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I just want to really make sure that I kind of get myself emotionally ready to be out in the world. I find it really interesting that I actually don't get anxious at all teaching. I don't get nervous. I am not worried about going into class. That is not something that has ever affected me that I can remember. I assume when I first started teaching I was very nervous, but not like in a anxiety kind of way. And I guess I still get nervous the first time I meet students. I mean, we all do, right? But not in that kind of like panic way. I don't at all get panicked or anxious going into class, but I do need to be prepared. I need to prepare myself to make sure that I am fine, essentially. And that's not about being at uni, that's not about being in class, that is about being around strangers, particularly on the tube early in the morning. That I don't really like doing that very much. All the reasons I want to leave London, all the reasons I want to move out of London are basically I don't want to be on the tube. So I'm gonna have something to eat, I'm gonna have a cup of tea, and then I'm gonna get back to work. So here's an example of what I mean about not getting anxious about teaching. I realized this morning that I had sort of prepared for the wrong class because we had a bit of a mix-up with a week of lectures this year. We changed around all of the tutorials for the last 4 weeks. So I realized on my way in this morning, as I was trying to desperately download the handout onto my tablet because I didn't have a printed copy of it, I realized that I had like prepared for the wrong week, which is sort of horrific in one sense, but actually it wasn't that bad because I am organized and I know what I'm doing, and I just went on with what we were meant to be doing. I had a slightly outdated PowerPoint because it was a PowerPoint from last year, and we talked about slightly different things, but the classes actually went really well, and I sort of didn't freak out about it at all. If that happened to me in another part of my life, I am not sure that I would be able to deal with that. I mean, I'm not sure that anybody would be able to deal with that when it happens, but particularly I feel like with teaching, you go in and do it, and I don't worry about it. I'm not concerned, I'm not anxious about teaching, I'm relaxed. And I think that's part of the reason that I really love teaching, because I am relaxed. I feel like, and I feel a bit like this when I'm in the library as well, when I'm sort of into my research, that I am a person that does not have to be concerned when things are going right, even like today when things are going not so right. It's just all fine. And that's an incredible thing for me. So after yesterday, I think that was a really good example of how this sort of works. But now I'm going to have a coffee with my partner, do some more work on a job application, and then I'm going to pick my daughter up from school. Bye! Hey guys, it's Thursday evening. I'm home on my own. I didn't film it all yesterday because I was so tired and so full of caffeine because the night before last I was up until 4 a.m. with a 5-year-old vomiting. So that was fun. I'm glad I'm not a sympathy vomiter because that would have been really bad. So yesterday had, oh yeah, the third year dissertation cohort event thing, workshop. It was really good. It went really well. I was a bit kind of up in the air about it after I'd spoken to my partner about one of the activities I wanted to do, and he was really unsure about it, but it ended up working out really well. I've actually written a bit of a reflective blog post on one part of it, the Ancient World Pictionary, and I will obviously link that below. We also did some free writing, which prompted a new blog on the jobs.ac.uk blog, which I will also link below. And both of those went up today, Thursday, and I'm going to put together a bit more of a package about the abstract exercises and the free writing exercises that we did and put them up on the teaching section of my website. Today I got a job application off, so I'm really happy about that. What else is going on? Second last slavery lecture, so that was good. I think it went well. We did more of a sort of workshop style, going through some scholarship rather than going through some ancient sources. And the super huge consolidation lecture tomorrow morning with the second year early Grecian True to Marathon class, which I am about to just put the finishing touches on the PowerPoint right now. And then I'm going to either, not decided yet, going to watch The Apprentice or watch the Hadrian, no, that's not it. The Illuminating Hadrian's Wall. This was a project done in 2010 in which beacons along Hadrian's Wall were lit up. And one of the artists involved in this, I am at present writing up a bonkers proposal for her, which I really want to do something. I've got some ideas. I think that she is going to be an amazing person to get on board with my idea. So I will tell you more about that in due course. Right now, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to have a glass of wine, I'm going to relax a little bit. I'm going to finish my lecture for tomorrow. And then I'm going to relax. Hey guys, it's Saturday night and I am just about to go to bed. I haven't done any work today because last night my daughter had some pretty severe, intense nightmares. It generally happens when she's sort of just getting over an illness. And so I was sitting in her room for quite a long time last night. So I'm really tired. It has been a really tiring week, I'm not gonna lie. From Monday, feeling intensely anxious, through to today being just no sleep, so exhausted, and knowing that I have a huge stack of essays to mark tomorrow. Hey guys, it's Sunday morning and I am heading out to have a coffee and mark some essays. I should have had these essays marked already. I had some time carved out, but the last couple of weeks has just been so hectic, so busy, that I honestly haven't had time to do it. With my mum and my sister being here, not this week but last week, and this week my daughter's been ill, and it's just sort of all piled on top of me. And I guess that's this time of term, right? And you just get on with it. So I'm going to have a coffee and I'm just going to get on with it. It's now Sunday afternoon and I'm just on my way home from the coffee shop. I've done a bit of marking and I made a bit of a unplanned thread on Twitter about panic, being panicked, anxiety, things like that. And I wanted to say a couple more things about that. I guess I'll storify it and link below, not sure. I'll do something. But I wanted to say a couple more things about it because I very specifically use the word panic. For some people, anxiety, panic attacks, all sort of the same thing. That's fine. For me, I think I conceive of panic and anxiety differently. Panic is something that comes. It is not something that I feel all the time in the background, whereas when I have what I call low-grade anxiety days, like on Monday, where I just feel a bit on edge all the time, all day, that to me, that's how I define anxiety. And then the attack, the uncontrolled, blank mind, heart pounding, everything kind of fades down like you are consumed by it. That's panic. So I kind of just wanted to clear that up. I also brought up the possibility of doing a YouTube Q&A. So on panic, anxiety, bipolar, academia, all that kind of stuff. If that's something that you would be interested in, please let me know. Send me questions, either leave them in the comments or reach out to me on Twitter, and please let me know and I will put something together if that's something that people are interested in. For now, I'm just gonna go home. I'm gonna have some lunch. I am gonna sit down on the couch for 15 minutes and then I'm gonna mark again until my daughter gets home at 5. So that's gonna be exciting. All right, bye.